then we are now at Hull City for the Capital One Cup. And now I can use the time to talk about another thing that I want to mention. Next coming weeks, you guys will be seeing some, like, I don't know. I forgot what I wanted to say now. You guys will be seeing, like, me doing some different videos and such. I'm gonna start thinking about doing some NBA 2K14 on my channel because I thought, like, in the last video that I made, I was like, why not? I mean, I might as well just like um, try something new, and in order to like make it more interesting, spice things up a bit. I think it's a good idea. I think I should like do a new gameplay almost. I've been stuck with doing FIFA and GTA, for quite a while now. So I might as well expand my Spurs X11 brand to like from like GTA and FIFA to like some basketball. I mean, I like playing basketball. I think I think it's a funny game. I think basketball's a funny game, much funnier than football. Um, I'm not saying that I don't enjoy football. I do enjoy football, but I'm just like into basketball even more. But the thing about this season that I've noticed is that we haven't got many good players. I mean, the only good reliable players I have so far is Harry Kane, Christian Eriksen, Eric Lamela, and the youngsters basically. I don't like the look of Fazio at the moment. I've been watching a few games, and I was watching the whole City game the other day, and he didn't really. He's not really a good defender, is he? That's what I could say. He's not a good defender. He's a bit lanky. He's a bit slim. I don't think he's a good defender. I might be wrong in the future because he could prove me wrong, in the future. But for me, I think he's pretty much the wrong signing for Tottenham. I think Pochettino made the wrong move signing Fazio from Seville. I mean, the game is faster, and I think the Premier League has too much pace for a player like Fazio because the Spanish league is slower and he's more used to that. Where the Premier League is very fast paced, it's very physical. There's a lot of goals involved. And in La Liga, there's like pass and move, pass and move, pass and move, pass and move, and then we score. Pass and move, pass and move, pass and move, and then we score. Italian football's just boring all round. I don't know where they're catching Nachios. I don't like that. I don't really care if they took away that catching Nacho, whatever they call it, style. Because I don't think Fazio is the right defender for us. I think the most reliable player so far this season is Harry Kane. I mean, he's like, a Jermaine Defoe so far. I mean, he's scoring goals from inside the box, and I think, if you give him time, Harry Kane, his game will grow. I mean, I think he's a good player. He's a decent. We've got a decent squad, half decent, I would say, but we need players to like make it better. We've sold players and we've regretted it in the long run. We sold Tom Huddleston, and so far I'm regretting that Tottenham have like sold a great player, and they've sold Jake Livermore, who would have been a holding midfield, our holding midfielder. We could have like the whole class of the Tottenham Hotspur, academy in our lineup. I mean, I find it a bit sad, really, that we sold our players, just to get players from abroad. And I find it sad that this country has now resorted to getting younger players from abroad and bringing them to our academies that we built around, mainly for English kids. But I think they should change the ruling on that. I think they should, you know, bring foreign players until they're 18. Because that way, they can have more English players join the academies, and then we can have more English talent in this country. No wonder England don't do well when it comes to the major European championships. Because how many foreign players are there in one squad? I mean, I'm being serious now. How many foreign players are there in one squad? I mean, there's quite a lot, to be fair. And I think it's a bit of a disadvantage for us English players because we're not able to produce like the outstanding talents that are hiding in the background at the moment in this country. I mean, we could have someone who's like scoring goals for fun, and it could be the next big thing. And that us football teams, the big clubs like Manchester United, Chelsea, Man City, I find that they don't want the English talent. I find that they want like players like abroad that are coming from abroad, like Courtois and that. So I think it's a good thing that Courtois is in the Premier League now, but I just think like we're lacking in something, and I don't know what it is. I think it's English talent basically. I think that's what we're lacking in. So I think it's important that we just like change the whole system because Germany, they're very consistent. Germany, they're persistent. They have very good efficiency, and that efficiency includes that the Germans have German academies. They hardly have any players coming from abroad and playing for their academies. All their academies are German. Like if I went on Wikipedia right now and I stop the video right now, if I went on Wikipedia, oh, that's a foul. Dear God, what are you doing, Al Mohammadi? You knew I was getting away. Just let me. That's a foul. What is... Oh my gosh. What is he doing? Anyway, we digress. Back to the video. Back to when I'm... Oh, that's a bad ball. Back to where I'm explaining about Germany. Germany have very good efficiency. Yeah. But if I stop the video and went on Wikipedia right now, I will guarantee you that there are more German players than they are foreigners. But it's the same down here in this country. But the thing is that they don't play our players, the players from the academy. English players get loaned out to like small clubs, like. And then there's the part of. Oh, sorry, someone was knocking on my door. So yeah, that's the kind of thing I don't like when people knock on my door when I'm recording. Like just. Like wait. Anyway, oh, I burped there. Anyway, as I was saying, Germans have like a very good scouting system, and they have very good players in their academy. And I think that it took them a long way in this World Cup because they have good players. And I think it's important that we just. Wait, what is this defender doing? Anyway, as I was saying, I was like, I think Germany, they have very good efficiency. They're very consistent. And I think that consistency comes in where they have like the academy and the youth system. I mean, it's worked for a long time. I mean, they've never changed the youth system. They're just carrying on doing the same thing. And the more things change, the more they stay the same. I think that's the same. And I think everything is staying the same at the moment for England. England are at that state, that transitional phase. And I think they're not going to get very far in this transitional phase. Because one, the English players are not playing enough minutes in the Premier League. Two, Roy Hodgson's picking... There are players that Roy Hodgson are picking and it's not really good. So, I think it's important that, Roy Hodgson picks the good players. I mean, he should have picked Berahino beforehand instead of picking him like 2 months after. That way he wouldn't have lost 4. And he should have like dealt with the Daniel Sturridge injury a bit better. And Liverpool wouldn't be in this scuffy place that they are right now. And I think it's that, I'm just talking about football in general while I'm doing this video. So I think it's important that, some of the teams like look a bit harder at their squad and think like our English players, we need to like give them a bit more minutes. I mean, look at us. We're going to the European Championships and we come up with nothing. Literally, we come up with nothing against Italy. Yeah, we looked lost against Italy at Euro 2012. I mean, Pirlo was like conducting the show. England should have we should have our version of Pirlo. I mean, how many times have I said that we need to have a good squad and we need to give our English players, our young English players, a chance in the Premier League? But they don't get any chances. Managers are too stubborn nowadays, and they rather bring in players from abroad just to save, you know, I understand if they're in a relegation battle, but it's just hard to explain. I think English players should be used a bit more. But I'm not a manager. I'm not the FA. But what I'm saying is that English players should be used a bit more, and I think it's important. If English players are used a bit more, then we would have gone a bit far. But because we have so many foreign players in our squad, which make the team look better, but not the not the national team. It makes their national team look better because they have more minutes. Luis Suarez has more minutes than Daniel Sturridge on the pitch. Because, Luis Suarez is naturally better than Daniel Sturridge. Alright, so now we're going into extra time, and I'm going to have to put this into a separate video.